Having listened to the previous lightning talk there, I would have to say, great points. We completely agree. What we decided to do was put together a list of say, quick statements. Here's how we do improve collaboration. So the important thing that we thought was there are ways to do collaboration when you get there. There are problems to solve, tools you can use. But the key points that we came up with are these ones. So make friends with people. Make sure that people can meet others. So the way that we best collaborate actually is not by saying, right, how are we going to find somebody and have to work with them, and do we want to work with them? We're not sure. You know, ideally, actually, we already know somebody who wants to do something similar, and we find them and we talk about interesting things, and it's nice, sort of happy process for all involved. So run events like this. Excellent. If we can all come along to something like this, we can meet each other, we can talk about it, we can go to the pub afterwards, and those are where we find out what each other are doing and what other projects are going on that we might not have known about. So I guess what we're saying is what happens here is serendipitous, and the problem is, how do we justify it? People have been talking about this a lot and trying to look at how to solve that problem. So something that we realized was that building it into proposals, into the requirements for a proposal, is not necessarily a good solution, because if it's a requirement of a proposal that I must collaborate, I'll find some way to get around that. If it's just something I have to do, I can game that process in some way. So there has to be actually, some way to measure how knowing more about each other can make the difference. So if there's some value to why, when I collaborate, it actually is a benefit to me and to the other people I'm working with. So the end point, right, it's a really simple solution, not a problem at all. All we have to do is reduce that fear that people have, where if they collaborate on something, they might, say, lose being the first people to get there, or they might lose the ability to publish something first. So, right, well, all we'll do then was we'll just change the way that we progress our careers. Instead of having to rely on individual publications and individual successes, we'll all be very happy with the communal successes that come along. But we'll also maintain personal motivators. So I guess this is how to improve it. I'm not actually going to say how we're going to do that. But once we find a way to do that, we'll all be in a great situation for further collaboration in the future. And that's the end of our talk.